so important when you're utilizing the downshift to help slow that race car down. Nobody does that better than SVG.
And big difference. The other thing that you have to remember here, a lot of right-hand turns. And when you have those right-hand turns, the drivers aren't used to it. We saw Tyler Reddick actually getting some work done on his back on pit road yesterday. A lot of strain in the opposite direction, so a full day's work.
Cars exit pit road after checking their pit road speed on this pace lap. And Busch Light is giving you the chance to take home $1,000 today. Follow @BuschBeer on social and enter using #BuschAllForOne, #sweepstakes during every lap that ends in a 1 for a chance to win. Yes, it's mud season in upstate New York. Yes, it rained most of the week, but everything is drying out. Look at all that blue sky. Temperatures in the 60s today and mostly sunny.
Kevin, one thing I want to point out to Mike right now is when that cloud cover came in, the difference it made between sun standing out there in that pre-race and then that cloud cover, huge difference.
Yeah, it definitely made a huge difference right there as we were standing on that pre-race grid. So we'll see what that does to the tire wear.
So the 10 laps that have been added to the length of this race this year were all added in Stage 2. Stage 1 is still 20 laps. Stage 2 is now 30. And the final stage is 50 laps. 40 miles an hour down pit road. And you can run the first 2 stages without refueling before the stage breaks, if you wish. And this place, there have been challenges on pit road because it's the only place we go where the right side of the car is against the wall.
And it's very easy to overshoot your pit because you're just not used to looking out the right side of the window. You get yourself too close to the wall. Get on the end down here. Well, of course, you can leave the wheel loose too. But you get down towards the end of the pit road, and it's all downhill.
All downhill. When this track was built, I mean, they started racing on the streets of Watkins, Glen in 1948. They moved up here because of safety. Get the race off city streets. They built this track.
Ready?
Ready. You ready?
I'm ready.
Oh.
That's where the pits were. The track was reconfigured some years ago to what we know now, and it's played host to Formula One, to Can-Am, to Trans Am, to a lot of IMSA races here. And here
Pace goes off.
Yep. Pace car's still on. You go. Oh, the lights are off on the pace car. Alright. Here we go.
Well, we saw a lot of mistakes in this restart zone, so you got to pay
Ready?
attention to those lines. Hard to see.
Ready? Ready? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Green flag is out. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing now.
Watkins, Glen, International.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you see some tire smoke right there out of Ross Chastain's car. Gets that car fit into that gap right there, down on the bottom of the corner. And everybody pretty calm right here on this first start, Clint.
And then as you come up through the S, it's very narrow. You want to get things sorted out pretty quick. You're door to door like you see Blaney. I don't know who that was on the inside, but that's an opportunity for somebody coming behind you to pounce on you guys.
175 miles an hour at the end of this back straight before you dive into the bus stop chicane.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to be side by side. You have to get it worked out or give a whole lot of room. And what that does, you see a couple cars dancing all over the place right there. It's like the 7 car of Daniel Suarez. You can run on the outside this carousel, but man, it is tough to go through that bus stop side by side.
Ty Gibbs trying to make a spot there, and
Looks like
Allmendinger down the inside in the 16. Briscoe around the outside trying to take a spot away and diving into the final corner against Ty Gibbs.
you're going to see a lot of people shaking and baking today. Obviously, you got some names up there making very good road racers. Cindric, Chastain matching his teammate with Zilich, Logano, Blaney. Where's some of the Hendrick cars? You got cars all the way through the field here, so we're going to have a lot of people coming up and some people falling back.
4 different organizations put cars in the top 10 in qualifying, but you mentioned Hendrick, they were not among them.
Yeah, which is not something that we would expect. We know Kyle Larson and William Byron have both had some success here at this racetrack, but very mixed up at the front of the field. Trackhouse, we talked about them needing to make this race. They need to capitalize on either winning this race or really good days in the top 5 when they qualified well and put themselves up front. The guy who didn't, right here, Kyle Busch, he's made his way up a little bit, 21st in the pack right now, and Chase Briscoe on the outside there of Allmendinger.
aggressive these opening laps.
Well, where this is really going to get interesting, guys, is around lap 12, lap 15. That's where we saw these cars fall off yesterday. And I think up in the front of this pack, I think a lot of these guys are trying to take care of their tires. In the middle of the pack, you have to do everything that you can do to put yourself in a position to make up those positions when you have the opportunity with everybody bunched up.
Racing cam on board Austin Cindric as Ross Chastain dives to the inside of turn 1 and holds that line into 2.
Look how narrow it is up through the S's. Ask a lot out of these cars. Very narrow racing corners, and now you are flat to the floor and flying through there.
Connor Zilic right with them. He's already got one checkered flag this weekend.
Now it's a game of chicken getting into the bus stop. It really is.
And you see Zilic keep that car up on the outside.
Now he's going to get aggressive.
And Joey Logano underneath his teammate.
Yeah, really put Cindric in a bad spot when he was on the outside going into the carousel right there. Didn't really expect Zilic to probably keep that car in position to run side by side through the middle of the bus stop.
Well, it didn't just cost him one position, cost him another. Bell got the back up and cost him Cindric struggling.
With the soft tire that they run on these cars, I would imagine a driver who likes to run his car off the outside rear tire is going to be at a big disadvantage as we get late into a run here.
Well, that's one thing that SVG does really well is he gets himself to back the brake zone up, keeps the roll speed high, and then rolls all the way around the corner. Traditional oval track racers like myself and Clint, we want to get to the middle of the corner and put the gas down and try to and that just tears up those back tires. A lot of strategy in what they're going to have to do today so they get this first set of tires off the car and understand with the higher temperature and everything that goes with it as to what that tire wear is going to be. So as you see right now from the Go Bowling camera of Michael McDowell, as they enter the bus or the carousel right here, Shane Gisbergen is just pacing himself in my opinion, and you hear how late McDowell is back to the throttle right there all the way around the corner, and he knows as well. All these guys know that they have to take care of the rears.
I want to give McDowell some praise here. Obviously, his fire cars have been fast this year. He probably is to the backside of that with Ozabar Howard going to win already, but this is his opportunity to shine. Very good road racer, and he proved that this weekend. Great qualifying effort, has a good day going on. Wouldn't surprise me a bit if you see the 71 in victory lane.
Yeah, and he's got a fresh set of shoes today. He's got different shoes on from practice. I never could do that, Clint. I